Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and welcome to another edition of Blogs with Boilon Friday. Now, there's two things, I think, that I'm looking forward to in particular today, other than letting me know that my daily login streak is still active. We do have the BKT Pocket Dimension starting today. I was a little bit lost for words, but so that should be starting, and I just want to double check to make sure that it is in there now. It's not. Okay, so maybe it's going to trigger. Oh, wait, no, it's down here. Okay, so, oh, it starts tomorrow. Okay, it was supposed to start today. Looks like it starts tomorrow on Saturday instead. I was pretty sure that it was meant to start today, but I guess I was wrong. What should have started today, though, would be the Luck of Spring event, which I already did the event video on. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. It is for 6 days, so I was right on my video because the blog said 7 days, and it turns out that it is actually 6. And also, I want to make mention that you should be saving this stuff. This is the BKT Quick Rumble that's going on right now. Save these Blitz credits because we're going to be looking at it probably in the blog post today about the math related to the Moonstone event, which should be starting on Monday. Again, everything in that blog is subject to change, but do save these milestones that have the Blitz credits because they'll give you quite a bit of progress, most likely, for the event that's going to be starting on Monday. So just wanted to recap some of these things before we get started. So if you're ready to go, everybody, then let's boil this down. Okay, and not only do we have information on Moonstone's event, Over the Moon for GAMBIT. So there was some data mine suggesting that there was going to be some details related to the return of GAMBIT raid and when we might have that. So we'll probably see that in down below. And charging state, I'm not going to go over this. We have this again on Sunday at 2 p.m. So again, this is round 3 of it. My guess is the eagle emblem should be identical, but I'll make sure to double check that later on. And then, of course, when we do the event video for Moonstone, we will be doing a recap in terms of where we're at right now with eagle emblems and what you could expect from that. Now, let's get on with To the Moon. So this is the Moonstone character release event. Brace for a lunar impact on March the 20th. Now, I'm not... There's always okay, I gotta put this up first. There's always discrepancies with the blog and the table and things like that. Almost always. And if not, then there's got to be something else wrong. Because almost always, every single blog, something's wrong. In the banner, though, it does say Elite 6s should be in there. So that's kind of interesting. And then that looks like blue 4s, but I'm not sure. It could be blue 5s. And some red stars for Moonstone as well. Of course, after we've already pulled that in the orbs. So To the Moon, March 20th, which is indeed Monday at 2 p.m. There's no moon, blah, 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 blah. To the Moon milestone. Spend ISO 8 campaign energy, earn Blitz credits, and use Masters of Evil and Cosmic Crucible. So Crucible starts on Monday, runs through until Thursday, so that makes sense there. More points if they're gear tier 16 to score points towards this 5-day milestone. So should run until Friday, I guess, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Actually might run until Saturday, so there we go. If that's 5 days from 2 p.m. Monday. And one of the final event item, actually the second to last event item, I believe, as well. So one thing that I do want to note as well, aside from the milestone stuff that we talked about saving, you can't, some people may have already done this, but I managed to save the Strike Pass stuff. I hope I don't click this by accident. The 240, so that's 480 ISO 8 energy packs for To the Moon's event. Also, make sure that you're hoarding all of this stuff to about 500 out of 500 by the time Monday rolls around, and that's going to give you like 10 free recharge packs, which will give you a lot of extra ISO 8 energy. I don't know what the math is yet, but these are easy things that you can do right now to save for those events, to make sure that you get a little bit of a heads up. Also, when we do have our Blitz events on Sunday, so after this goes away, you can then save your Blitz milestones for the Orb Assaults, and that will stay there, of course, until the Monday. You can basically review and claim them afterwards. As long as the card is still there, you can do that. And for those who ask questions, this comes up almost all the time. You should also be able to claim the Quick Rumble as well. This should still be there basically at the end. Milestone ended, but you can review and claim it afterwards. So that should still be there. Even though it's going to end on Sunday, you know, some of these things stick around for quite a few days. So you should be able to claim that on Monday for when Moonstone's event goes live as well. So don't worry about that one. So let's jump back to the blog and let's check it out. So All right, we're going to blow this up, but I want to look at down below. So you get 4 points for spending ISO 8 energy. Interesting. A 1-to-1 for blitz credits. 1 point for 1 blitz credit. You get 1,000 points for using Masters of Evil and Cosmic Crucible, up to 15,000. We'll blow it up a little bit afterwards. And then only Gear Tier 16 gives you bonus points. You get 2,000 bonus points for Gear Tier 16. Okay, so how many of my characters am I going to be able to get to Gear Tier 16 for this, and will it be worth it? I don't know. But I do have Kang at 16 right now, and I may pop the bullet then on Ultron, because that'll give me an extra 6,000 points on the milestone overall. We'll see how much that actually is worth it. I don't know if I really want to do the other Masters of Evil characters, though. Titania and Absorbing Man is absolute garbage, so I don't want to take him up there. I don't know if Titania is maybe worth 16, but Ultron maybe, and Kang absolutely. So we'll see. Let's blow up the chart, though, and let's see what's in here. So a bunch of Eagle emblems. Where do we need to get to for the event item? It's going to be for milestone 18. It looks like here 33,800 points. Okay, so based on what I saw with the limited time points here for Cosmic Crucible, you're getting quite a lot, 15,000 just for using them. So, you know, again, I'm not breaking it down here. The math video will be live on Sunday morning, though, so look forward to that as well. I'm kind of curious about where are the Moonstone shards here. So 10, 20, 35, 50, 70, 100. Unless I'm missing something. 100 Moonstone shards unlock at 51,800 milestone points. Then there's an additional 50 Moonstone down here at 78,800. Going out on a limb, probably a Whalestone at this point, because this is par the course for things like Absorbing Man, where it was easy to get 100 shards, and then after that it was pretty much shit. So that's kind of the expectation that I have for this. I don't know why these 150 T3 ability materials are bolded. I don't know if that was a typo for something else. And there is an Elite... Actually, it's not even a full Elite 6 orb. It's like a 60% of an Elite 6 orb down here. 3,000 credits. Oh, wait, sorry. There's 2,000 and 3,000. So, again, don't be really concerned about any of this, because this is probably all going to be Whalestone. So, yeah, those 50 Moonstone shards, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that free to play. 78,800. My guess is you're going to need all of them at Gear Tier 16. But the funny thing is that, of course, you can't get the points for using Moonstone and Cosmic Crucible if you don't have fucking Moonstone, right? So that kind of already eliminates one character right off the bat, because you won't be able to do that until after the event's over, basically. So that's another problem. But, you know, we'll have to calculate basically how much the value of the ISO 8 campaign energy will have over the 5 days, and also the Blitz credits, how much you can farm, how much you can grind realistically, because that's what you're going to have to do for that to get as many as you possibly can. Also, the saving. Unfortunately, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So you'll still get, you know, probably around 5,000, 6,000 points early extra if you did the saving that I mentioned, which is good. You know, it's better than nothing, of course. And but some of them usually had a much greater point distribution, like worth 4 points per credit or something, but you're not. There is a leaderboard, however, with Moonstone shards. Okay, so there's more. Let me bust this open. So, my head's in the way. Top 25% gets Moonstone shards. Everyone else gets fucked. So based on this other one, if you got the 50 Moonstone hypothetically for this, then you would need 30 from the leaderboard. So yeah, that's not really you know, that's interesting. So even if you got the 50 Moonstone shards from this one here, you're still going to be at 150 shards, and you need 30 more to get 4-star, which is not here. Is the orb still available to purchase? I may actually get a few of these. I may open like 2 or 3 Moonstone shards and see. Oh wait, there's 5. Sorry, I forgot we had the free 5. I just noticed that. But is the Moonstone orb still available? Because that's kind of what I'm curious about. And I wish my LD player would stop lagging, or whatever's going on. Can we check to see whether or not the orb is still in-game? It is still in-game. So, you know, if you want to bridge the gap, potentially, here, because you're not sure, because you're only going to get 15, 20 shards, maybe, I would maybe open 1 or 2 orbs. That way, if we can get the 50 shards from the table here, that you might actually be able to get that 4-star Moonstone, which would actually be pretty good. And it is free to play available, or at least we'll find out when we do the math. Tiny Showdown, blah, bleh. I'm not even going to bother talking about this. This is just crap. This stuff's crap. It's crap. A quick rumble for next Friday. This is like a shield thing, I guess. Not really going to talk about this too much. Same old, same old. Star-Spangled Man. Recruit Captain America World War II and prepare your invaders team for raids on March 27th. 10 days from now. That's going to be on a Monday. With the upcoming Star-Spangled, this event will be the first in a series of new showcase events where you'll be able to lead a new team or teams through a series of missions to earn rewards. The next showcase event after Star-Spangled Man will feature Union Jack. Okay, so I heard through the data mines and elsewhere that you might be needing to use Rebirth for this event. Now, this doesn't appear that it is a event campaign as such, but it's a new type of event release. So we'll have to wait and see. They'll probably give us more details next Friday, which is very close to when this event is being launched. So hopefully there's some data mines that give us some better information beforehand. Union Jack availability. So they're just telling us right now that there's going to be an offer for him on March the 22nd, which is in 5 days, which is going to be next Wednesday. And most likely they're going to have one of those shitty events that's ongoing right now, like for Captain America World War II. So be on the lookout for that, of course. Increased drop rates for Red Storms. Gambit Raid. Raging back for a Cajun anniversary on March 24th at 2 p.m. Okay, so that's in 7 days, next Friday already. Gambit Raid. Several updates to these challenging raids. So they have already changed the traits on that. Like, it's in game right now, and I'm going to be doing a video on this, most likely early next week, and doing a bit of a tier list for each of the characters for the Gambit Raid, and like who I think is best to use for this. How you're going to organize that with your alliance is going to be up to you guys, you know, who goes where and who has the roster for what. It's a little bit more forgiving, though, I think, because the characters that are involved in this Gambit Raid are a lot better than they were before. There's still some trash characters in there that I would not use, and I'm going to separate that out when I do the tier list video to kind of let you guys know who's trash and who's good and who's worth using and who's not. So look forward to that. Probably for Tuesday, my guess is maybe Monday or Tuesday at this point, because I do have some videos already on the go for tomorrow and Sunday. We've updated the characters a bit, so you can filter this in-game right now. You know, I'm not going to do that for you guys, but we can take a look at the first one, which, oh, my head's in the way, is Clubs, I believe, is the first on the list. Just to give you an example of this. So you can see already right off the bat, I have lots of Gear Tier 16 characters, so this really isn't a big issue, but you can see that there's still some trashy characters and characters that I personally wouldn't recommend down below either. But for most of the traits, there's at least 5 or 6 characters that are like of meta quality that you should have built up probably at this point, and ways that you can organize your own alliance for this. Now, what exactly this is for, though, I don't know. Like, is this for an event? Is this just for fun? Doesn't say, does it? Begin your planning now. I mean, this... Oh, is this a different map? No, this is the same map. But they may have changed the actual... No, it looks the same, actually. This looks the same. We'll have more to talk about this in the actual video that's designed for this. My question is, what is this for? Is this just for fun, or is this for an event milestone? Because I'll have to say that what I didn't enjoy about Gambit Raid the first time was how it was associated with the month-long event, how you had to get a certain progress in the milestone to get the Gambit bracelet thingy that I'm sure you guys remember, the whole if you can't get this, your alliance sucks kind of thing. That's how that came about. And I hope that this is more for fun, for the most part. You know, for fun, challenging fun, if that makes sense, but I don't want it to be tied to a month-long event. Enemy teams... Another update for the first run of the enemy teams will not be randomized each time. Okay, so that was a big thing too. Some people may or may not remember this. The nodes were slightly randomized when you launched the raid. Just like our other raids though, so apparently it's going to stay the same all the time. Fine. Combat modifiers, wildcard. Yeah, so this is a thing in case you guys don't remember this either. They're kind of like scourges, different nodes. Depending on how far you were, had different scourges. So when you get further towards the end of the raid, you'd have like 2 or 3 different scourges running simultaneously. I'm calling them scourges because that's basically what they were. They were adjustments to the node or to the enemies and whatnot. But I thought it was fun overall, and it was good innovation. It just, a lot of people got rubbed the wrong way when it was tied to the event milestone that it was, which was for, I don't remember what character, Dazzler, I think it was at that time, but I can't remember. It's been a while. Rewards. Individual nodes get raid credits, gold, raid season milestone points, and Cajun Orb containing Gambit shards, which we don't really need now anymore because he's farmable. First time completion rewards, T2 level 1, some difficulties, blue 4. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be running simultaneous to Greek raids or in replacement of Greek raids. have no idea, but looks like it's not really necessarily tied to anything important. So I'm hoping this is just for fun. Apocalypse Saga difficulty adjustment. Hard difficulty Node 2. Yeah, I remember Node 2, the Unlimited X-Men one. Was a bit irritating. And Node 7. Okay, I didn't have that much problems with Node 7, but apparently other people did. So there you go, I guess. And Node 7 for Apocalypse difficulty. You can read on this more here if you want to. I'm not going to really go over it too much. A lot of people had issue with Spider-Weaver, and I think that the best way to have completed this was to put a passive T4 onto Dazzler, and it was a lot of RNG, just waiting for her to ability block Spider-Weaver. That's how I did it. Have fun battling your way to Apocalypse. Anniversary calendar. Festivities ramp up today with special gifts headed your way. You'll see an anniversary calendar, so login calendar for 14 days. Alright, is this a table? Let's bring this up. Alright. 5 Agatha. 5 Agatha on different days, presumably. Legacy orbs. Orange Elite orbs. Costume credit orb. 25 Captain Carter, okay. 25 US Agent, who I heard is the worst character on the Rebirth team. 1 Ionic orb, which I have no idea what this is for. Maybe that's for a new character. And 500... T4s. That's not... Oh, wait. Sorry. Tier 3. Oh, my God. This is absolute garbage. This is terrible. Who came up with this idea? 10 Agatha shards? Fucking lackluster like everything else in this anniversary has been. Dear Lord. Head to your inbox. Day... Oh, this is fucking awful. Good God. This whole anniversary has been a disaster. I don't know what they were thinking. Let's take a look at the free claim for today. Looks like we have 5,000. We're going to claim that, 5,000 points. So I'm going to make sure to write that down into my spreadsheet. And then everything that we would normally do. Looks like we do not have a free claim for Luck of Spring, or at least it's not as of recording this video. Anything else? We have a Death Pool Blitz on Monday. That's okay. And nobody cares about Adam Warlock anymore. Quick Rumble, Boot Camp, and Block Party. And of course, everybody... Everything in this blog is subject to change. So, what I am looking forward to is seeing how far we can get on the Moonstone event. The Gambit raid does look kind of exciting. Like, I'm glad that it doesn't look like it's super important to, like, you know, if you missed it or not, or if you missed it or not. So hopefully it's just something that we can have fun with and just play around with, because that's what I'm looking forward to. As far as the Captain America World War II, I have no idea what's going on there, and we'll get some more details next week. So hopefully we can all walk away with a 4-star free-to-play Moonstone. Sorry, I'll move this now. Based on what I've seen in the availability of the shards, but we're going to have to break down the math, of course, and really figure out whether or not that's the case. So look forward to that video on Monday. Otherwise, everybody, I hope that you have a great weekend and rest of the day. So until next time, everybody, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out. Also, good luck for Pocket Dimension, which starts tomorrow, not today. See ya!